coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's a compelling late-season clash here in Week 16, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the San Francisco 49ers. It's the nightcap to a big Christmas day full of football. The Ravens and the Niners. Off we go from Santa Clara. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. And look at this Baltimore defense. It's quite a unit. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. They'll let them dink and dunk all day long.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Here's Purdy. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Ravens, they'll take over. At their own 38-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
49ers nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Purdy. And that is incomplete.
But that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Purdy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And taken right on the 30. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
They're on 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, they have to take a shot like that downfield.
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Baltimore.
Now Jackson on first down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and that'll bring up second down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, 49ers nothing.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get this to the 32. The Niners at 500, 7-7 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to throw, Darnold. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Kittle's got his first catch, and it's also a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, Darnold. Got a man, that's Ayuk. On the move past the 40 and down to the 28-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
This 2nd and 4. Off of play action, Darnold escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Justin Madubuike. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle to Beckham. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. After the interception, here's Darnold. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Ravens 45-yard line.
Here's Darnold. Throw left side is intercepted. Picked picked off by Odafe Oweh. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Meanwhile, Jackson's thrown into the hands of Andrews. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Jackson to throw. That is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Now Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 48 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
14, 49ers 3. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he's got room. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Well, 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 2nd down, Darnold. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Darnold. That is caught. He's into space past the 25 and down to the just before halftime. 43 yards. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. Duvernay now going to bring it out. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
That's a tremendous start to the third quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw is Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Ravens 21, 49ers 3. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They run over center with Mitchell. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Play action. It's Darnold. Gets this one to Juszczyk. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Here now, 2nd and 4. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Open man is Flowers. He's got it. And he will have a Ravens first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Cleveland Ferrell, former high pick of the Raiders, in on the tackle.
At the 39-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 8. Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 61 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go play action with Jackson. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the 49ers are right back in this football game. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air. But I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice. Because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part, because now you've given hope to the offense, maybe help create a big play for them instead of going up and either intercepting it or knocking it down. I ran many a stadium step for my errors.
Darnold's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game, and a first down on that last catch as well.
Here we go.
Again, Darnold. This will be caught at Samuel. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs...
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners get a bit closer. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Moody good with the extra point, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
49ers 38. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Master, you said big third down. I put the word big in capital letters here. A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop. Throwing now is Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us we've got 3rd and 5 or less. We have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had. Thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
Here comes 2nd down. Darnold. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout, and that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And this one wasn't easy. You had an East Coast.
Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this J. I never change. Can put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. Ain't you real with a punchline? Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on my mind. Keep with a real. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a deal. But it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop to my network. Old school, I dropped out. HRE wanna drop with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up. Tryna hear my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't show you, mama ain't no cry now. On me, get a blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. My dog ain't talk about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, I ain't on set my hands.